Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Oh,
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help you. We are here to help you with everything from your questions about Bigfoot to your questions about Mother's Day drama.
none of that. None of that.
None of it?
This is just questions about tits. So we're going to start number one nips. Perfect size.
What is wrong with you?
Not what's wrong with me. What's wrong with Cardi B's
Are you
weird tits? Have you
a
seen her
12-year
nips?
old
They're
boy?
odd.
I have not, and I don't want to.
They're not good, man.
I don't think they would be. I really
Well,
would
how
be
would
shocked.
you not think
So,
that
yeah.
they would be? I mean, on the outside they look great, but then you see the old videos of her stripping. It's terrible. It's like constellations of areola. It's not good.
Yeah, no, okay.
It's disappointing as shit, dude. You thought her voice was the most annoying thing about her? Not a chance. Check out the nips.
Okay, I don't know. Stop.
It's
This
fucking
is not
rough,
okay.
dude. No,
this
it's
is not how to start a
That's
show.
what I said. I said this is not okay. I thought she'd be hot, and then it's like, how is she a successful stripper that she's got to be an industry
No,
plant?
stop. I was telling you to behave yourself right before we started the show.
I don't know what that means.
Can you contain yourself in case, you never know if someone
Santa
important
Claus?
is listening and then you just decide to ruin everything immediately.
I wouldn't ruin anything. It was like that fucking strip club that, I swear to God, dude, you got to see this video. It looks fucking terrible. Her tits are a disaster.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
Just getting started.
Let's do some Dear Abby questions.
Okay.
Are you excited for this? I'm sorry, I have to pull it up. Okay. Dear Abby, why does God punish us with the existence of fat girls?
That's bullshit. Because God's not
God-
fucking racist like you and wants black people to be happy.
It really all does come down to love at the end of the day. Maybe he just really loves the black men, right? And maybe he just really hates you,
Yeah, I think that also just...
which is a loving act.
When did nurses start being fucking fat? Every time you see somebody in scrubs, they're
they
like
are.
outside of a McDonald's smoking a cigarette. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, you would be. I don't understand how it happens. They're on their feet for like 12-hour shifts. They work so much.
I think that's a fucking myth too, though.
You think so? You think
Yeah.
they're not really working much?
Well, I think it's like one of the things that people say, like when politicians are like, small businesses are the backbone of this. No, it's not. It's Halliburton, dickhead. That's the backbone of the country. Like, nurses, they say, like, nurses do 90% of the work and don't get doctors' wages. No, they don't. Otherwise, they get paid as much as the doctors. It's not they're just keeping obese black women down in this case.
That's not. No, wait. That's not how pay scales work. You don't get a doctor's wages for working 12-hour shifts. That's not how that works.
But you've heard what the Reddit nerds have said. They're like, nurses, they call them RNs, registered nurses. RNs. Just say nurse. You're a nurse.
Real niggas.
I wasn't going to say it, but, I wasn't going to say it.
I'm supposed to stop.
Well,
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to keep it fucking cool.
I think I might have Tourette's. Can I just? I bet I could just go in and get a Tourette's diagnosis, as is, just complete honesty.
I'll bet you could say anything to a doctor to get them to get you the fuck out of there. You just got to look at you and they're
what
like...
medication do you want? Okay.
They look at you and they're like, you should be a nurse.
No.
But no, you've heard people say that. They do 90% of the work and 10% of the pay or whatever the fuck ever. And I saw them in 2020 dancing around and all of that fucking
They
horse
were
shit.
dancing around, but I think the doctors were also dancing around.
Well, apparently they have the time. Apparently doctors' lives are so easy. I think that the people that say that bullshit are just people that go to the emergency room, because when you go to the emergency room because you have no fucking health insurance, you see a nurse a whole bunch more than you see a doctor. I think that's it.
I don't know what the doctors are doing.
They're
don't
doctoring.
know because, for example, with an obstetrics clinic,
What is that?
baby doctor, pregnant women doctors, OBGYNs, right? The idea is the reason why you may be waiting for hours for your doctor's appointment past appointment time is that the doctor had an emergency C-section to go to, right? But not every practice does that. A lot of places and a lot of hospitals schedule you by a day. So, like, your day to be on call for the hospital is like Tuesday,
Hmm.
right? To go and do the C-sections and stuff. So, if you have the doctor that's at the hospital on that day, they're not being called away for emergencies. All they're doing on your appointment day is seeing patients, and yet you
Hmm.
still have to wait. What are they doing?
Well,
They're doing nothing.
I
I
think
don't know what they're doing. I don't know why I'm sitting in a room after they've already called me back for an hour for her to come in and ask me 5 questions and then leave.
that it's a scheduling issue because like you got to imagine tons of people don't show up, and then you've got you know complete bozos at reception all the time. So they're scheduling things. They're like, see, come in, 15 minutes. Like that's what they think, and it's going to take longer because you got yappy broads like you that are sitting there pregnant and they're like taking the doctor's time when really all needs to come in, lift up your skirt, take a peek, and go, "It's not out yet," and leave.
Yeah, they don't even need to come in the room. That's the thing. Like for most things, until you're delivering the baby, the doctor doesn't even need to be involved. I would rather just have the nurse ask me if I have any questions and tell me what my last test results
So
were
you're
so
on
that
top.
I'm not waiting for an hour for like a specific person that just happens to have a degree to do something that a teenager could do.
So you're on.
I'm not in an emergency situation. That's why I'm here and not the ER, but still I want to go home.
I agree. I agree with you. The pregnancy is not a big deal. Um, but
That's not what I said.
that is kind of what you said though. But
No,
it's a little
no,
bit.
it's a body horror experience. It
Sure.
is more terrifying than anything you will ever experience as a man, okay?
Nobody said it wasn't fucking gross and disgusting,
It's
and keep
horrifying.
that inside. But you're on
I
the
can't.
side then that the nurses are more important than the doctors.
No. I want the doctors to stop wasting my time. I don't care who's more important.
You're wasting the doctor's time.
I'm not wasting anybody's time.
He's got fucking.
He's getting my money.
No, he's got a.
I'm paying him for him to ask me if I have any more questions.
He's not just golfing the whole fucking time.
I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's eating bonbons in the
I
office.
don't think that men eat bonbons at all.
Okay. Well, that's bonbon is just like a truffle. Men eat chocolate.
Yeah, but not bonbons though. I've never seen a bonbon in the store
Nobody
since I
eats
was like 10.
bonbons. Nobody has ever eaten a bonbon in
That's
my
not true.
life.
I've had a bonbon. I've had a bonbon because they got the coconut around them and it's chocolate, and then they would
Is
be
that
like,
what it is?
yeah, they were delicious. I never see them anymore.
They got coconut Ferrero Rochers.
Yeah,
They're
they're
so
good.
good.
They're
Those
pretty
are
good.
good.
I do like those. Overpriced though.
Yeah,
What the fuck is that about?
but it's the fanciest chocolate. Okay.
Okay, it might be the fanciest chocolate you've ever had.
It's like expensive champagne in a champagne glass pyramid.
The
That's what I learned.
the biggest one that they have available is $20 at Publix, but okay.
Yeah, I can get a bottle of champagne for 20
No, you
bucks.
cannot.
It says champagne on the bottle.
It doesn't actually. It doesn't say that on the bottle. It says sparkling wine.
I've definitely bought a bottle that said champagne for 20 bucks, but it
No,
was really shitty.
you bought Miller High Life and it says the champagne of beers on it.
That might have been what happened. I was really confused. What is this? What's going on?
Champagne comes from a specific place. I don't think they're
I know
allowed.
it does. It's the Champagne region of
France or some
France.
shit. Yeah, some. Ask Arpad about that. I'm sure he'd talk to you endlessly about it too. He'd just be like, "And this Zahon is a good thing." Like we got sparkling wine over here, dude, for $4. We make mimosas with them.
dude. That Andre stuff goes
Yeah.
good with orange juice.
Just toss some orange
5
juice
bucks.
in it.
My favorite about that is that the cap has little cute little graphics on it that's like, "Do not point at face; you will shoot
Yeah.
your eye out." And I always look at it and I'm like, I actually do need that reminder. Thank you, thank you.
I mean, I think the most expensive sparkling wine I probably have is only like $35-$40. Like I've never
Yeah,
had like
well, I just don't like wine enough to care how nice it is. If that makes
Prosecco's.
sense.
What I don't know the difference between like sparkling wine, champagne, and prosecco. Besides champagne comes from
Prosecco is a little drier, and it's not from the Champagne region. I don't
Why didn't you give it a
know.
southern accent?
Champagne. I don't know. That's not what my intention was. I don't know what I was going for, and I
The
switched it up last second,
Champagne
and that's
region of West
Champagne.
Virginia. Fuck is
That's
that?
where I'm from,
Ass.
apparently. Anyway, the point is, Prosecco is better than anything that says sparkling wine, for sure. If
I
you're
think
making
so.
like mimosas or something,
Yeah, because I
it's
get
just
I
not
get that.
sweet at all.
Yeah, I like that. I get that, and I put in the orange juice, and then I get on
Like nine
stream
bucks.
and either DJ or call things gay, and I'm like, it's Saturday morning, and I have like a real fun time doing that. Uh, where you go, but every time you go to like some shitty goddamn brunch place, they only have that Andre crap. They give you a small little
Hmm.
bottle of it, or they charge you by the fucking glass, which is asshole.
I
That's
hate it so
that's
much.
stupid. I'm not gonna get that. I'm getting a Bloody Mary every time.
One time I was so mad that the last time we had gone out to eat, the drinks were so overpriced. There had been like it had said it was on special, but I guess the ones we ordered were technically not actually like they had to change the sign kind
Mm.
of thing, so they charged us full price. I was just mad about how much we spent on drinks last time we went out. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna make them just give me a double shot of like bottom barrel bourbon, and I'm just gonna pour it in my root beer. And that's what I'm gonna do.
It's not a bad
Um,
plan.
and I did it,
I
and
mean,
it was
I'm
fine. It was good, and it was the same price.
yeah, I was
Because
good
I don't know if they caught what I was doing or what, but they just charged me the same as if I'd bought a freaking drink.
because they're not typically not all places unless it's like a specialty
Mm,
drink or something. They're not charging you for the fucking mixer, man. They're charging you for the liquor. So if you
yeah,
get a double shot of vodka, it's going to cost the same as a double shot of vodka and some orange juice. They don't charge you for that.
it's really sad.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
so
smart. They
expensive.
already
It's
know
so
because bozos
expensive.
like you, they know. It is too expensive.
Bourbon
Everything's too
goes
expensive.
really good in root beer though, so it was fine. It was still a win.
I mean, you're drinking bourbon and root beer.
Yeah, it's pretty ghetto.
It's, I mean, when I was like 19 years old, 20, something like that, I was working at Taco Bell, and I would bring fucking shitty goddamn bourbon. Like it was probably not even it was some mash whiskey crap, like fucking Evan Williams or some shit. But I'd bring a little bit of that in a flask, and I would mix it with Baja Blast, and I would drink that all night on my shift.
Wow,
Yeah, that's gross. Because like
that's
I
gross.
should have just mixed it with lemonade. That would have been the smartest thing
Yeah,
to do. But
I mean lemonade works great. We made homemade lemonade today.
oh,
The children were very happy about that.
lemonade's fine.
Good. You can get these things. It's called butterfly pea flowers, okay? And it's like
You've
it's
talked
just
about
dried
this.
flowers you use for like teas and stuff. It doesn't taste like anything. It just turns it purple.
Yeah, I don't want to
It's
drink
fun.
butterfly piss, dude. But
No, it's flowers,
I don't know. I'm not
which
drinking.
butterflies probably peed on.
They piss all over them.
They probably do.
Bees
Do
are
they even
pooping.
pee? Do they
I
though?
guarantee they pee and drink water. Everything
Oh
does.
my gosh. I saw something the other day. Oh my, and I can't remember what bug it was, but there's it's like cicadas or something. I don't know. But they can
Cicadas.
pee like 10 feet.
I can pee 10 feet.
10 feet?
Yeah, dude.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, dude. Once I get both hands on it, I only got 1 foot to go to piss 10 feet
Okay.
away. Whoa! Woo! Big Dick
I hate you
Bryden!
today. I can't handle you
BDB!
today.
BDB!
He's just a liar. We could just roll back to like any number of episodes where he says the opposite. I just want to point that out to everyone. We have the audio evidence.
Nope. Got the biggest penis in the world.
Okay, look, I'm done. I'm
That's
done.
why
I
they
like.
call it
How
a
am I supposed to do a show?
penis.
How am I supposed to do a show like this?
I don't know. You've managed to fuck up the show every show since
Yeah,
then.
I'm doing it. I'm messing it up. Do you even care?
No, I don't give a fuck.
We
But
just got a $25 subscription to
yeah,
the
enjoy
Patreon
your
because of me.
stupid
Because of me.
drawing.
Yeah. Speaking of which, everyone, so I did promise you guys that if you could show me that you put $25 into the show or you're subscribed to the $25 tier, I will draw a commission for you. And my first one has come in. I'm going to start on it. It's going to be great. It is Sonic the Hedgehog themed. I don't know why I'm surprised by
No,
that
I'm
being
not
what I've been
surprised.
asked to do.
I'm not
But
surprised. I knew exactly what it was as soon as I saw that happen. I said somebody's drawing Sonic bullshit.
so we're gonna draw a very specific Sonic the Hedgehog picture. It's gonna be great. And I think what I'll do is when you commission one of the pictures from me, that'll be the thumbnail for the episode when the day when I finish it and I send it
It
to you.
will not
Why
be
not?
that.
Why not? You don't want my beautiful art as the thumbnail?
One, you can't finish them fast enough. Two, I would have to click 4 more buttons.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I might even have to drag my mouse a little.
You might have to do that. That sounds exhausting
It is.
for an old man like you.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine to be an old man. It's not fine to be
Your
an
rickety
old woman.
bones.
An old, decrepit crone of a woman.
I'm not old. I have excellent collagen production, according to the facialist I went to one time. Okay, I look very youthful. Okay, the Arabic man at the 7-Eleven
That's not how you say that.
argued with me about my age when he took my ID. Okay.
Sure. Those classically lying, horny people. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then he gave my children free candy. And the kids were like, Mom, we're walking out of the gas station. They're like, Mom,
Well, I think that
you
maybe
said not to
they.
take candy from strangers. Why did you let us take this one? And I'm just like, look, I don't know. It's like a different situation. Like he's a teller. I don't know. I don't know why I'm letting you have it. Okay, it was a whole thing.
Good. Yeah, that's. Now your kids are just gonna. I think we talked about how now your kids are just gonna take candy from Sikhs. I thought he was a Sikh.
No, that was a different one.
So every time a guy has a turban, your kids are just like candy.
I don't know. The Sikh was a genie who was going to grant wishes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was a different situation entirely. He had no candy.
Well, they didn't wish for it.
That's fair. That's fair. We've had him be the grocery, like the pickup guy that brings your groceries out at the store a few times now, and it's very difficult to convince the children to please stop talking about the genie. And like while we see him walking up, it's like you can't do this.
Well, there's no way I wouldn't do the same thing. I mean, I would have talked to him about it by now.
It's like, hey, my kids think you're a genie. Can you just grant them some wishes real quick to shut them up? I'm real sick of hearing about this every time we come to pick up groceries.
If he was cool, he would know like a little bit of magic and just keep like a little lighter
Right?
fluid in his wrist or something. Just, you know.
He's got to be asked that by kids all the time, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot of Sikhs. Like, I mean,
Yes, it's an abnormal thing to see. Kids are definitely asking him if he's a genie all the time.
yeah, because they got the
the only
beard,
one
they got
I've
the whole
seen.
specific,
Yeah.
Aladdin
I don't know
ass.
if he's got eyeliner on or if they just look like that.
Nah, he's got eyeliner, bro. They do that.
Yeah.
Armenians do that shit too. It's weird.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm pro guy liner. Okay, define the eyes. Men have small eyes already. They can use it. You know, like women have statistically have much
It
bigger
is
eyes than
not
men.
the year to do that. I wore guy
Maybe
liner
it
when
should
I
be.
was
We
18.
gotta bring it back.
I'm not bringing it back, dude.
We'll bring it back.
I'm not though.
You should be wearing eyeliner right now.
I'm good on that. I mean, it's crazy that I wash my face every day.
I'm glad to hear you do.
I use the Cetaphil, whatever it is, whatever it is. I assume that it's bad for me, but it makes my face feel clean.
Fine.
Before like really a couple years ago, I only did water on my face. Never had any fucking breakouts, any zits. Perfect skin. Perfect skin. Great skin. People told me my whole life that I got great skin.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, gut skin totally stretched out. So I think that part's ruined.
Oh yeah, you can only stretch it out so much.
Yeah, I wonder if I ever lose
It
the
just
weight,
doesn't go back.
if I'm gonna have stretch marks from drinking.
I mean, you are gonna have stretch marks for sure. Like I've got tons of stretch marks that are not from, like strictly. It's not just my belly that expanded when I was pregnant. You know, like you have a lot of water retention. You literally have much more blood volume. Like you stretch out. I've got a stretch mark on my calf. Like that's insane.
And then there is the worst stretch mark of all that all pregnant women have. That Well, sorry,
Anyway,
dads.
so we're
Sorry,
moving
dads.
on to
That's
we're
what you
we're gonna
get. Should have wrapped it up, dads.
okay. That's enough.
Destroy it.
You need to settle down. I don't like the mood you're in today, and I don't like the way you're sabotaging the show. Okay.
I've had a terrible day. I'm
You're
in a
tr-
great mood now.
yeah, yeah, because you're pissing me off.
Yeah, it's good.
Because you're just pissing me off.
That's the way I like to be.
Why did you do this?
I don't know. I'm fucking. I should be on lithium or something.
Yeah, you need to be on serious medication.
Nope.
We were talking
Me
about a
Kanye
guy.
West, baby.
We were talking about a guy I knew in high school before we started recording who like pretended to have DID, dissociative identity disorder, like before it was a TikTok thing, when it was a Tumblr thing, and he would like go through all the like the people in his brain and what they've been doing, and he would talk to me about it on the bus, you know. But anyway, part of the conversation was about all the sedatives that he was on, and he showed me all the bottles of sedatives that his mother had him on so that he didn't go insane. I think we should sedate Bryden to that extent at least.
That'd be 100% on. Like if some doctor wants to give me a whole bunch of tranquilizers and Xanax and shit, yeah, duh. I'd still be
We're gonna
annoying.
make that happen.
I would be. I'd have the confidence to be more annoying.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh,
What
well,
if it makes you
100%.
not want to talk?
Oh no, I've never been so high I didn't want to talk.
Okay, well then this is useless.
No, I'd be a lot happier. And I won't be.
And then you'd like even more gleefully destroy everything I've worked for. I came in here
I
today
crashed my
thinking
car,
we're
too.
gonna do a good show and we're gonna impress people. And like people who are listening for the first time this week potentially are gonna
Nobody.
like this show. And you know what happens? This happens.
Nobody is gonna listen, except for
What do you
my squad. I'm picking some wax off of my arm.
Okay, that's wonderful. I don't know why I asked that on the show. Nobody can see what you're doing anyway.
Well, I waxed my nose hairs again earlier, and I got
Oh,
wax onto my arm.
So now you're just pulling arm hairs out.
No, it's just little strands of wax.
Yeah. So you mentioned something to me, and I think it was off air, but you were like, "You should get a tattoo." And
Yeah.
I think you might be right because I've been thinking about it since then, and I had been thinking about it before because my husband mentioned something about getting a tattoo too, and he has no tattoos either. And I was thinking about it. People all throughout my life have told me things such as you'll regret it when you're older, and like by the time you're 30 you're going to be like, oh, that was a really dumb idea, and
Oh,
I
wait,
should
wait,
have,
wait, wait.
marked my
That's-
body forever.
That sounds. All of those sound like having kids.
um so that kind of plays into what I'm talking about a little bit because I'm sitting there here thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm nearly 30, and like I'm
Nearly?
thinking about it, and if I nearly 30
Nearly.
yes. Yeah, will
Okay.
you shut your mouth for
Some of
once?
those-
Okay.
Those woman age things, you know. I'm gonna age gracefully. You keep lying about your age.
You look decrepit.
I look great. You serious?
Mm-hmm.
I look fucking cool.
Okay. Look, I look way younger than you.
Yeah, which is impressive for
you-
your advanced age.
Okay, well, thank you, I guess. Goodness gracious. The point is, I was thinking really hard about it. It's like, would I have regretted it by now? No, I don't think so. And I think it's a better idea than ever. Also, I have got scars. I have got stretch marks. Like, I've got permanent marks that are not pretty. At least I could get a pretty one. And maybe it would cover some of the ones that are not pretty. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think I might get a tattoo.
I think that you should get a face tattoo as
Big
well.
I was thinking about right here on the forehead.
Yeah.
And I could cover it with my bangs for like professional settings.
For
you
what?
know?
Your professional settings at what? The fucking yearly mom conference?
Well, yeah, it's a good conference. You go and you.
Well, I wouldn't want to ruin my chances at a promotion at mom.
It's mostly like MLM schemes, I would say, at the
Hey.
conferences. It's just a lot of booths for like young living essential oils and
I love that shit. I love that moms like think that they're like, I'm an entrepreneur. It's like you sell
Oh, yeah.
Avon.
I have a small business, and I had one lady, she was going to a conference and she was so mad. She was like boycotting it and asking everyone else to boycott it because they wouldn't let her have a booth there for her small business. That has nothing to do with the topic of the conference. Like, absolutely nothing. It was the essential oil MLM that
Oh
she was
boy,
in. And she was like, they just hate small businesses and they hate mothers with small businesses. And I'm just listening
kill
to
yourself.
this tirade. And I'm just like, well, I don't know what to tell you. She's like, don't you think that's so messed up, Abby? No. No. Why did you think that was an option? Why would you ever think that that's an option?
Just gotta set up your incense business outside of the Home and Garden Expo.
Yeah, it's just retarded.
Do we have any other Dear Abby things? We got
Yeah, I'm
anything
sorry.
going
We just
on?
keep getting distracted. So we've
You keep
got
getting distracted. I am staying focused.
Dear Abby, our new landlord said we can't have pets. How do I smuggle in 4 cats
You
in a
don't.
trench coat? Oh,
What? No, you don't. I'll call your landlord. That's some bullshit. I mean, what you
no.
do is you go, hey, I either want to run the risk of getting evicted, uh, which is worst case scenario, or you go, I guess I'm just not getting my deposit back. And then when they ask, like, hey, did you have cats here? No, it was me that pissed all that ammonia onto the carpet.
Yeah.
I don't think if
Maybe.
your landlord's watching you so much that you can't bring in 4 cats just by carrying it through the door, then you got way bigger problems than not having 4 cats. Seems like you live in a weird place.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But I think that if you just slip them into the trench coat, it will work. I don't think she asked for like the ethics of it.
Well, no, it's wrong. Landlords are the coolest people. They allow you to live there. They're fucking sweet. Landlords are great. The
They
alternative
allow
is
you to live
BlackRock,
there.
bro.
Yep. Well, yeah.
You ought to be happy you have a landlord. Otherwise, you get like a lord. I mean, they're gonna make you put like a mark on your hand or forehead at some point just to get in the building. I mean, that's coming around the corner. With a name like
Soon.
BlackRock, you think that they're not up
Soon,
to
soon.
shit?
They're up to all kinds of shit.
I don't, you'd be like, here's the cube of Saturn. Put it on your forehead. Just be happy you have a landlord and don't get cats. What do you need cats for anyway?
Cats are great. I had a
Eh.
dream the other night that my pug turned into a big, fluffy, pretty cat. And I was really happy. And then I woke up to the horror that is my reality.
This is not a good dog.
It's not a good dog.
How's his asshole glands doing?
Not good.
Yeah. I don't know why you got a
Not good.
fucking pug, dude. They're a monstrosity dog. I've been playing
What
Fallout
was I
4.
going to pay thousands of dollars for a dog I don't want? No,
No.
I'm going to pay for the cheapest dog I don't want.
The cheapest dog is probably not a pug. You can go to the shelter, and then there's plenty
Yeah,
of
no,
pit bulls that could kill your
we
toddler.
checked. We spent months looking around at places that were not thousands of not breeder dogs, and they were all either pit bulls or chihuahuas or pit mixes. And I hate chihuahuas. They're stupid little rat dogs, and they bite you way more than pit bulls do. They just don't kill you when they do it. They only had the dangerous dogs. They only had the bitey dogs and the dangerous dogs.
You got to get, after this one gets sent to the farm. That's a cool thing you're going to have to tell your kids about. You'd be like, where'd Cleaver go? I don't know what the fuck the
Can I
dog's
just
name
do
is.
it now?
No, I don't
But
think
there's
you
a
can just
literal
kill
farm I
dogs.
could send him to.
Yeah, I'd do that. But
No,
then,
I meant literally.
yeah, but
Not
what's
like
his?
lying to them.
I know, but then what's his butthole gonna do? He's got,
I don't know.
he's
His
gonna have ass.
dog, maybe he could go back to the wild.
I don't think that pugs have ever been in the wild.
That's fair. They were bred by the Chinese to have the symbol for prince in their
Yeah,
foreheads. They were for royalty. They were meant to sit on a pillow.
man, they make everything in China, and it
They
all
do, they do
sucks.
make everything.
It all sucks.
And it's great because they ended up looking like old Chinese men, like really old, decrepit Chinese men.
That's what you think Chinese people look like?
No, that's what I think
The
pugs
pugs.
look like.
Wait, the pugs,
No, that's what I
famous
think
for
pugs look like.
the pugs, famous for their giant eyes, just like the Chinese.
that's, that's a... Huh.
Yeah, what you said was dumb.
Yeah. Moving on
Yeah,
from
why don't you-
that, let's pretend that didn't happen.
You should move to the farm.
I could just run free.
Yeah.
I could just run free.
Just you and a pug running around, tongues out.
That sounds great, actually.
Uh,
I'm okay with this.
I mean, if that's the way the podcast ended, I would be totally fine with that. The spinoff that I do of just me talking, I would check in every now and then and just check news reports. Where's Abby? And it's like, she's gone. Her butthole gland never got.
What, she got the glandular problem too. We just put her to pasture.
Yeah, I don't know why you have a pug. They're terrible dogs.
Because it would be mean to get rid of them. That's why.
Well, that's why I said got, not. I don't know why you haven't gotten rid of
They
him.
bullied me into it. They all bullied me into it.
A pug, though. I don't know.
I'm weak. I'm a weak person with not enough resolve.
They can't
I had
even
a boundary, I had a line in the sand, and I backed away from it.
Like all
And
dogs.
I'm a coward. I'm a coward.
All dogs have noses that come out of their faces, except the pug, that it folds into its fucking face. It's an insane dog, and they shouldn't be bred.
No, it's really messed up, actually.
I've also found a really good group of people to try to get into and tell that they're their dogs are an abomination are pug owners on the internet. It's like Swifties, pug owners, pit owners, and the Juice World fans. Like, it's just, it takes up probably about 15% of my day at any given point of me just like inciting anger in these people to the point that if they saw me, they'd be violent. It's just something
You
I do.
deserve it.
Nah. Because you just say stuff, you're like, Juice World's a junkie, and they lose their mind. Or pugs are an abomination spitting in the face of God, and they hate that.
That's really mean. I mean, it's true.
Yeah. You think God would want that?
True.
He was like, I made all
No.
these animals, and they're like, guess what? Let's make our own, and it's hideous.
I mean, so is a banana, then.
I like bananas.
Well, yeah, but the original banana was literally absolutely nothing like this.
Yeah, I know, and it tastes like runts or whatever. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that fucking Watch Mojo movie
It's
as
supposed
well.
to taste like the Laffy Taffy banana flavor right here.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Which means it tasted better, honestly, because I like bananas, but like runts and Laffy Taffy banana flavor, whatever that chemical is in it, they replicate, is so much better.
Yeah.
I would have
I mean,
just
kind of. I guess so. I don't like banana in general, either way.
it's crazy.
It's fine.
I'm banana runts, banana Laffy Taffy, regular bananas. See, and I would think that was gay, except only 2 of those are phallic.
Only 2.
Yeah.
You're doing good today.
Yeah.
Good job.
Only 2 of those are phallic, so I think I'm good. Although that Laffy Taffy, it's not a circle, so it's a little elongated. It might be a little
Okay,
gay.
look, I feel like you are very fixated on whether or not something seems gay or not.
I don't have a fixation on things that are gay.
Yeah, I feel like you're fixated a little bit right now.
No, I'm not fixated on anyone.
Dear Abby, my son is a fake cell. He acts like he is stone cold incel, but he has women all over him. What do I do? That was posted to Twitter and not to me. It's just a tweet.
Oh.
Dear Abby with a Y tweet.
That's what the kids call Sigma, I think.
Sigma.
Yeah, where they're
I
like,
thought that was like an infection.
no, that's Ligma.
I'm so confused.
Ligma nuts, right? There you go. No, that's what the kids call Sigma, because they're like an alpha, but they like don't care about the bitches. So their whole thing is like, I'm like Patrick Bateman, except I don't listen to Sister Studio or any fucking bullshit like that. That's what a Sigma is, because they're like, I'm all about the bag. That type of thing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what the kids are talking about.
Okay, well, you
I'm
don't know what
tapped
the kids are
in.
talking.
I'm
you're
tapped
not.
in.
You're clearly not tapped in.
I know what they do. I'm tapped in. I got my pulse. I got my fingers on the
I
pulse.
Look, I advised this person already, and I told him to get his son a taser for
What?
the women.
That's an insane fucking thing to do. Title IX, oh, this is screwed. You can't tase women anymore. It's not the 50s.
Can't?
No, it's still like a whole thing.
What the? I get tased all the time, Bryden.
Well, that's just a you and your husband thing. You can still tase your wife. Only in like
That's
a
fine.
few states in Saudi Arabia, but you know.
That explains the passport he just ordered in for us. Passports?
Just one passport for the two of you, huh?
No.
So
I meant
I'll
to say
check this.
passports.
I'll just check this at baggage. I think you can do that when you're
That would
flying
be-
United Arab Emirates. They're just like, you can just drop a woman off on the conveyor belt. They weigh her and they go, all right.
Like when
can
you bring
take
a
her.
dog in a crate.
Yeah, you can just they put you in there and make sure it's not, super cold or anything. That rules.
It's probably comfy back there.
I
Probably comfier than those seats.
the United Arab Emirates fucking airlines?
I meant
Hell
in
no.
the
Have
belly
you
of
seen
the
that?
plane.
They blow you on those fucking planes, dude, with women made of gold.
Oh, do they? I
It's
know that the Asian first class planes, like the Asian airlines in first class, are really, really nice. Like you have a big TV screen, and the seats lay all the way down like a bed, and there's like a table and stuff.
These things have like pods. And you can like
Ooh.
book a shower on them. You're like, I'm gonna
Oh my
need to take it.
goodness.
Oh, it's insane. I mean, this is first class, but it's not what I would be doing. But yeah, they have like it's like a pod, and it's like if you've ever been on Amtrak, it's like a nice car on an Amtrak, but in the sky.
Never been on a Amtrak.
I've been in the shitty Amtrak ones back with all the cretins, but like they have like family cars on Amtrak, and they're just kind of like that, but honestly nicer. The United Arab Emirates fucking airlines is insane. Like you're looking.
Why does everyone except for us have nice things? Why can't we have a nice plane?
Well,
They used to have 2-story planes. I saw snakes on a plane. Weren't there 2 stories, or am I thinking of a different?
no,
movie
I
with
think
the
they had.
two-story plane?
No, I think they had 2-story planes.
I've never heard of being able to get a seat on a
Abby.
2-story plane before in my life.
Abby, we fly Spirit, or if we're lucky, Delta. Okay.
No, I don't. I fly United.
Okay, it's not much better.
I don't know. What's the nice two-decker planes?
In
Where do I
2000
get that?
It's like a giant Boeing, I think, something like that. But listen, one time I was on a 1-hour flight on Virgin, all right? And I was shocked that they had TV screens on the things. Last time I flew, they had, the TV screens on it, and I think that was Delta. But in the back of the seat, we don't get to we fly coach. This is never gonna fucking happen for us. Where we get to
This is
fly the
really
United,
sad.
like the United Arab Emirates. And also, where do you have to go? Where do you have to go over to fucking Dubai? What are you going to do in Dubai?
I don't want to go to Dubai.
I want to go to
You're
Dubai.
gonna pee on people there.
I don't think they do that. Dubai's a pretty cool, advanced place. I mean, you don't want to live there. If you're a tourist, they let you drink and shit. But otherwise, they like cut your
Oh, you
fucking
do
tongue
get to
out.
drink there?
If you're a tourist, yes.
Okay. So I don't look like them at all, and I'm not going to be wearing a hijab, so I'm sure they would, it'd be fine. Do I have to wear a hijab?
I don't think so in like most areas, but probably it's kind of like Jamaica or something like that. Like don't
Jamaica's
get off of the.
horrific. I don't ever want to go to Jamaica.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys with dreadlocks with wrenches in their pocket.
That sounds terrifying.
it's like-
I have no interest in that.
Yeah, you got to stay on the Sandals Resort, otherwise it gets pretty bad. But I wouldn't go there either. I don't know, doesn't sound that great. But I would love Dubai, but I wouldn't get away from out into the desert where they're like, I talk a big game about anarcho-capitalism and whatnot, but out in the wasteland filled with a bunch of very tough warlords, I don't think that would be good for me. I don't think I would make it very far.
I don't think you would do very well.
I think I would learn what capitalism really meant, which is being sold into slavery.
You wouldn't even make a very good slave. Is the
No!
problem.
No, that's the thing. I wouldn't be a labor slave.
Oh
Abby,
my
would I?
God, you're right. Oh no, now you're. Maybe if they put a bag on your head.
I'm pretty sure there'd be a bag in my head the whole goddamn time. It'd be awful. but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not mining diamonds out there. Somebody's digging into me instead.
My child is pretending to cry right outside of the door. It's the fakest cry I've ever heard in my life. If anyone hears it, he wants candy,
So
okay?
just throw him a fucking Snickers and tell him to shut his trap.
It's gonna be fine. Uh, Dear Abby, my 4-year-old sister drinks a lot of beer. Her father lets her drink
Wait,
it.
what?
What should I do?
What's a lot of beer for a 4-year-old?
I don't know. I don't know. There's no qualification.
Any
here.
beer, I think, outside of a sip once for a picture, which I don't even think you can do anymore, but, you know.
I mean, I don't think you can.
Don't
Yeah, in most
post it.
states, probably not.
Don't post it.
You know, I know some parents will do a thing where, the kid will go for the beer and they'll be like, oh, the kid will hate the taste of it and never try it again. So we'll let them have like one
Oh, they
drink,
start chugging,
right?
yeah.
We'll just let them have one. No, that's not what happens. Oh my gosh, I had the hoppiest IPA ever. I've probably told this story before because it was so funny to me. And yeah, my son, he's like 2 years old, and I'm thinking it's the hoppiest IPA I've ever had. Like, there's no way he's going to enjoy that. He takes one sip, he looks at it, and just throws it back. Like, just starts chugging. And I had like a ninja moment where I threw myself over the bed, over the queen size bed, and like kicked it out of his hands. And it's flying. I have to clean up I have to like shampoo the carpet the next day because it's all over the freaking room.
I like I like the part that you didn't say, which was that
Yeah.
you were laying in bed drinking beer.
I
Great
was not
mom.
laying in
Great
bed.
mom there. Great mom.
At the moment, yes. Well, okay, who cares? Who cares if I'm laying in bed drinking beer?
Drinking the hoppiest IPA that you've ever had while your kids run around with potato sacks, drinking your dead soldiers that you have around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad mom.
So anyway, let's move on to our Reddit advice segment, shall we?
What was the advice we were supposed to give that person?
Oh, what should I do about my 4-year-old sister drinking beer? I
Stop
don't think
them.
you can do anything about it.
Call the police and have that kid arrested, I guess. Like, I don't,
The kid is breaking the law.
That-
And it's very bad. Maybe we should put the child into a rehab facility.
yeah, and then they can grow up to be a child actor. It's going to all work out in the end.
Perfect.
You know, Drew
podcast,
Barrymore. Nah. 4 years old. You got bigger aspirations than that. You know, Drew Barrymore talked about how she was like crazy young. It was like 10 years old. Like her
yeah.
dad gave her coke and stuff. And it's like that's why she's fucking retarded now.
Well, yeah, it is, but also that was happening to tons of child actors. Like you hear about it from all the ones that are willing
Charlie
to actually
Sheen.
talk about it.
Eh.
Yeah, what's his face? Corey Feldman or whatever. It's
Corey
like, yeah, we were
Feldman.
just-
Look, I have been nice about the Corey Feldman thing for fucking years, but he's never gonna name names, and he's just gonna keep making fucking Corey and his Angels, which I like that band. I do.
It's a good name.
It's not a good name, and all of his artwork is terrible, but like some of his songs are pretty good. Go For It
Yeah.
is a great song. It's got wobble bass in it. Go For It. And the recording has Snoop Dogg on it. And then,
Yeah.
but his live performances suck dick, and the man can dance. I get that. But name names, Corey. You're
He's
107
never
years
named
old.
names?
No, he's not naming names. He's like, I
What the
would,
hell is
but
he doing? What is the point?
he
What is
wants
the
money.
point of every time someone brings him on a podcast, he talks about it he's like, oh, I want to come on and talk about my music, and he talks about all this crap for an hour instead of his music. It's like, why hasn't, I don't know.
He wants
I
money.
guess it's safe. It's safe.
Okay, but he's 107 fucking years old. The music career is clearly not going anywhere, Corey. All right? Like, if I had that type of info and I was like, okay, the podcasting's not going anywhere for me. Clearly, I fucking washed out of comedy years ago. My fucking DJing sucks dick. You know what would really get people to fucking pay attention to you and like you?
Mm-hmm.
This the guy that fingered my butthole. Like, tattle, dude. There's never
You
been a
should
better
tattle,
time.
But I don't know that it's going to bring back any sort of fame because, like, look at what happened with Rose McGowan. Like, she didn't get more jobs.
She
after.
also she doesn't need them. She waited too long, and she's a professional actress now. And it is a shame because she was the hottest bitch in Scream, and then now she shaved her head and looks odd. Still would.
Yeah.
I would hit,
She's
but
hot.
she used to be. She's not anymore. Them tits in fucking Scream when she goes out to the garage, though. Ooh, those were the
When she
ones.
gets stuck in the garage door.
She does.
That
That's
was
how
so
they get her.
good.
That's how they get her. I was fucking.
That's the stuff
When
that
did
I
that
was
game come out?
terrified of when I was a kid. You know, like when you're a kid and you like watch Final Destination because your dad's watching it, and then now like everywhere you go, you're just like, yep, that's how I'm gonna die. Like the
Yeah,
garage door scene was one of those for me as a kid, where I'm like, that thing's gonna crush me
it
or
would never happen.
something.
That literally never would
No.
happen. But no, it came out in '96. I just looked it up. I was 9 years old. Me and the neighborhood kids, we'd run around and play Scream because everybody had that Halloween outfit. Everybody had
Oh yeah,
50 of
I
them.
was that for Halloween one time. For sure, everyone was at one
Everyone
point.
was. But I'll never. One of my earliest moments of knowing I'm gonna be a man one day was Rose McGowan. What was her name? Tatum. That was her name in the movie. Tatum.
Oh, I don't remember
I
what her
think it was
name was.
Tatum. Uh, when she comes out in the garage right before she dies, it's been cold in the garage, and me and other young boys, we hit the pause
This is
button on that.
really
And this
disturbing.
was a
She's
VHS.
dying. She's literally dying.
And she wasn't dead yet. And it was, it was a VHS, so like it had that gray little static thing, and it would flicker. And you could pause it the right way to where you got those nips in that shirt between the flicker of the
Okay,
VCR.
look, this is just
This is
doing nothing
8-year-old
but
boy.
reinforcing my opinion that young men and boys are just evil, and you
Yeah.
have to beat the evil out of them at some point.
You're gonna make them way weirder if you do that, though.
I don't mean like physically, but
Oh,
you've got to do something to get it out of them.
I mean, probably. I 100% agree with you. Yes. I was left
Okay.
unsupervised, and I just became a strange man.
How are we on time, by the way?
47 minutes.
47 minutes. Great. Okay, so we're going to move on to our Reddit advice segment. Do. Now, I tried to find what phase one was on this, and it had been deleted by the moderators, so I don't really know why. But I think I understand the point of this, which I can explain after I read it, okay? But this was an important thing I found on r/UFO, and I think that our listeners need to hear what they need to be doing right now. Okay, 24-hour test
The fuck are you doing?
phase 2, an active step. To be more specific, this series of tests are designed to provoke phenomena, meaning UFO phenomena, or like abductions, or like.
So they're trying to
aliens in
summon
general, right?
aliens.
They're trying to summon is the perfect word. Yes. They are trying to summon the aliens. And this is a thing I've read about before a little bit. There's a few theories like this. Seeing as how too many posters seem to think I'm making claims about being in communion with the supernatural, I'm not claiming that. These tests have to be written in specific ways that have nothing to do with the assumptions some people have claimed. One reason they are written in a specific way is to attract participants, because any test requires participants, and the more participants, the greater the chance of success. So, now that it's been fully explained,
Sure.
on to
Yeah.
test 2.
I definitely I know exactly what he's talking about. This guy should write guidebooks for fucking DVD players. What the
It reads like one of those self-help books that's like, in order to have a better company culture, we have to focus on the culture, and we have to
Yeah.
do this with the culture. And it's like,
Okay, so cool. Why didn't he just have Chat GPT do that for him?
because maybe he doesn't trust the robots. Test 2 requires participants to take an active step in provoking the phenomena. So, everyone, are you ready to take an active step in provoking the phenomena? I am. The active step. Because there appears to be a link between consciousness and the phenomena, it may be essential to actively participate in attracting it.
Okay,
A simple way
take
of doing
the
this.
fucking lithium, buddy.
I haven't even gotten to the test. Wait.
This is crazy.
Now, I thought we could do the test together. but I also already did it earlier, so if you don't want to, that's
Okay,
fine.
I'll do whatever
A simple,
fucking aliens would like me way more than you anyway.
yeah. No, they would be like, it's my sister. If they saw
They would come
both
down to
me.
me and be like, "Are you the leader of Earth?" I would go, "I keep trying to be, but they keep screwing me over." And they're like, "We got this." And all of a sudden, I link up with Trump and Kanye.
I had
Tribunal,
similar daydreams when I was 9 years old. Yes.
tribunal, not daydream. It's a night dream.
It's pretty much exactly like this,
It's your
except I was
terror.
like super cool and like a superhero basically because I was doing magic.
I am a superhero.
If you say so. A simple way of doing this is to throw a coin in a wishing well, for example. Not literally, but do something of equal participation. This could be pretty much anything, such as saying Beetlejuice 3 times in a row out loud.
What?
The point is, an
What?
active step equals genuine participation, much like a handshake. The only difference, the step has to be something you don't usually do or say. So speaking out loud to an empty room
Oh,
would be enough.
here we go.
These
Here we go.
types
Here's something I don't usually say. Abby, you're so good at podcasting.
Thank you.
Psych! That's for the aliens, bitch.
Now it's not going to work. These types of activities have traditionally been claimed to induce phenomena. So let's try this. I can't do the Beetlejuice thing because I do occasionally
I feel like
say
you say.
Beetlejuice
I feel like
3
you say that a
times,
lot. Like
just in case.
you
I
strike
just
me as
wanna
the
meet
type of
guy.
person that has like empty IPAs around your fucking, your bed, and then you just stumble into your bathroom and go, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, and your kid's like, Mom, I've shit my pants again and I'm hungry. And then you're like, next time though. Next time I'll get
No, I don't do the Bloody Mary thing because
more of
actually
a
doing the
candy
Bloody
man.
Mary thing, let me tell you this actually, okay? I saw a movie, like a horror movie when I was a child where Bloody Mary was like a thing in it. Like, there
Mm.
was like girls in an insane asylum or something, I don't know. Um and I did it in the mirror that night. That was the first night I ever had sleep paralysis with the hallucination with the demon and it has never gone away.
Yeah, cool. You're summoning demons
I'm
because they're
telling you.
very real, obviously, and all of this is
Well,
true and good.
it happened. I summoned the phenomena. Okay, maybe it's a
Okay.
freaking alien because I said Bloody Mary in the mirror. I summoned them. I did it.
You would
I'm
probably
proof of the phase 2
you,
test.
you would probably have aliens all over your house if you stopped being a retard for a whole day.
Maybe so. Anyway, so like what's something different? Just say Beetlejuice 3 times. Beetlejuice. 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 But the thing is that I was reading about this recently and I think it's really interesting where there's a bunch of people that think that a few things. One, that the aliens are waiting for us to ask them very nicely to come. Like they want us to want them. Like they're like, it's like, I don't know if these people believe in the ancient alien thing or what. Like
So like
these are like
the aliens are just
benev.
they're waiting for consent, like some gay male
Yes.
feminist.
Yeah.
I want the
And
aliens to
that
come here and take it.
there's this whole idea that if enough people on Earth just like psychically sent out, like where they're meditating and thinking it really hard, that we welcome you here and we like you and we'll be friendly and stuff, that the aliens will come.
I am
And
not
then
gonna
if
be
just
friendly.
enough people want it, that they will come. It's like this whole idea, but why? Why
I'm
would
not.
you think this?
I'm not gonna be fucking friendly to them. If aliens show up, I've got a problem. All of a sudden, I'm gonna be like, listen, Jews, Palestinians, Asians, blacks, let's all come together, summon Captain Planet of nukes, and hit these motherfuckers.
What if they're nice aliens? What if they just want to
I
help
don't
us and give us 0 energy?
look. I don't trust people. I'm not gonna trust aliens. All right, like it's hard for me if I go to the Publix, not to clutch my purse when some certain people are around. All right, aliens, not a chance. They're gonna want my
Yeah,
stuff.
okay. Okay, but do you trust your government more?
No, I don't like them either. I assume they're in cahoots.
They are in cahoots, actually.
So there you go. See?
So there's different types of aliens, and the ones that the U.S. government are in cahoots with.
The Nords.
The U.S. government?
Yeah, they're the Nords or the Tall Whites. Yeah, because
I thought they were in with the lizards.
No, the lizards are in our government.
Right.
They're people like Chuck Schumer and fucking Lindsey Graham and shit like that. Uh, yeah, those are shape-shifting lizards. But no, it's was it Lyndon B. Johnson made contact with what's that stupid alien's name? Uh, he was one of the tall whites. He was one of the Nords. Um,
Thor.
no, it's something stupid. Lyndon Johnson, alien name. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. But yeah, it's something dumb like Valkyrie, Venus, some bullshit like that. Uh, but yeah, they've been in contact with them. Now our we build little tic tacs for them. So when they're traveling, we're kind of like a gas station that they stop off and they refuel,
Hmm.
and then they take these little ships and use them for supply runs and things like that. Um, the Greys are basically like weird, kind of like drones that are being used by somebody else, and then there's like a whole bunch of these other fucking races.
So I like the idea, and I've encountered the idea a few times that in the ocean, like deep, there's like most of the world is ocean, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's expanses of ocean that have not been explored beneath the surface and like all this stuff, right? And the Bermuda Triangle is pretty far out there, and things get weird there, okay? The idea is there's a big craft under the water, and there are gray aliens in there being their worker drones and like
Mm-hmm.
making ships and stuff in there, basically that they're mining ore from the planet and they're making those little shuttles in there. And that's why so many UFOs come out of the ocean or crash
Yeah,
on the ocean, because they're coming back and forth from these facilities.
I think a lot of that is they live in mountains and undersea, are the Nephilim, which are working with
Mm-hmm.
governments around the world because their whole thing is trying to crack the dome, the firmament,
Mm-hmm.
to go and attack God.
Right. Which, I mean, is retarded. At least when humans tried to get above the dome, it was just to, like, not be punished by God. Like, they just wanted to get tall enough with the Tower of Babel.
Well, yeah, you got to get up there. You got to get through the dome because that's like outside of the dome is fourth heaven, and then all of that all the way up to seventh heaven where God lives.
That's the whole thing.
Now, all of this stuff is pretty cool. None of that has to do with what happens when you die, because I think that you just die, and that just makes it even gayer to be alive. That you don't get to go and like fight God.
Why would you want to fight him?
I wouldn't want to fight him. I'd go up there and be like, "Hey, hate your work, by the way. Um,
He would just say that it's
loved
Satan's
your
work.
early stuff, dude. Loved your early
Early
stuff.
stuff was
Garden
good.
of Eden, what a banger. Loved that. That was cool. Giraffes,
Yeah.
what an amazing thing, dude. Even Noah, the Noah era was
No, it was pretty
incredible,
cool.
dude. Methuselah, you just had a guy run that long. That's incredible. But I got to tell you, things started, 1950s America. After that, you kind of fell off. I'm not a
That's when
fan. I'm not a
that's when it
fan.
started. Not like the Industrial Revolution, where all the literature from the time is just like, and this romance plot line is happening while all the children in town die by the age of 12 from the fluff in their lungs from the mills.
Yeah, I
You don't
didn't
think it
care.
might have been that?
Didn't care for it. Didn't care for it. But that was kind of like God's Jesus era, where it was pretty experimental. It was
Yeah, it
pretty
was pretty
experimental
freaking
stuff.
experimental. Oh my goodness, that's why people online have talked about the AI, and there's a few people like working on it that are convinced that this is a real like alien sentience that we've created, right?
Fuck no, it's just a bunch
Um,
of goddamn computers that scour the internet to
but
tell you the Democrat agenda. I don't give a fuck.
But they're like, it's so exciting because we're going to experience like a second industrial revolution. And every time I see someone talking about it, I just start thinking of all the like Dickens novels and I've read, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to live like this. Please, no.
Yeah, the Industrial
They're going to
Revolution
make us
was
work in
bad.
the mines to mine the rare earth metals to build more of them. Like, what are you talking about? That was not fun. Like, it's good now that we're hundreds of years past it, sure.
No.
Questionable, actually. That's some people's opinion that it's good now, but
I mean, it ain't great. Listen, I'm not Elon Musk, okay? Things aren't going to be good for me. A man lives and he dies, and that's what I get to do is I get to just watch things get worse. And I'm like, whatever happened to bands filled with white people, and they had 2 guitars, a bass player, a drummer, and a singer. And
They're extinct
that's
now. That's an
extinct.
extinct species, which
Ev-
is
Everything's either
sucks.
DJs or rap.
Yeah.
And then
Imagine how that feels for me because I hate DJs and rap. You actually like
I
those
love
things.
DJs and rap. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. But you
The
know,
only bands I like are the ones with a guitarist and a bass player and a vocalist and a drummer. Just the only bands. Maybe there's a piano and a couple songs.
well,
You know,
just give
like
me
maybe there's some sound effects in there at some point.
yeah for their ballads, where they like do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
just give me. But I would like to see just because I don't. But you like that metal bullshit. Give me just a nice rock band. You know,
I like some rock stuff. You know.
when they're just talking about things, they're like, "Hey, pretty girl, you're 14 years old."
It always is, isn't it?
Probably we don't bring that part back. The kid rape.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that recently.
There's a lot of that, and I mean, like all of that. David Bowie, even he was on. They just loved
Yeah.
banging teenagers.
I think it's just because they can. You know what I mean? Like anyone else would get in trouble for this, but like, yeah, nobody cares if I do it. Like I think it's like a power thing, right? It's gotta be
Yeah,
like a
but
power thing.
politicians are like that, and like TV stars, and everybody. I don't know. I want to know at what point of making money do you become attracted to children? Because there just seems to be a thing. Because if you gave me $1 billion and all the fame in the world, I don't think that I would instantly go, you know who's hot?
Yeah,
Like I don't see that happening.
I don't know. Like, there's got to be a threshold where you just, you know what? I bet what it is all these like weird like uh circumcision skin facials that the women do and the adrenochrome infusions
So
and like
you
all these weird health things that are turning them into pedophiles.
so you think that foreskin turns people into pedophiles?
No, I think that the creams they make in Korea do.
I don't think that having good skin and using stem cells for your skin is going to make you go, well, I look younger. Time to go after the younger flesh. Like if they
So
were
you think
eating
it's
them,
just the adrenochrome then?
yeah, I mean, if they were like using them for adrenochrome, that'd be one thing. I'd be like, oh, that's what they're doing. But this is
Not
like,
the skincare.
when did Drake become a pedophile? And now everybody's saying he's a pedophile.
Well, I feel like that was obvious.
There's been hints throughout the years, but he's the sex god, bro. I mean, he's pretty cool.
Uh, he sucks.
Drizzy Drake, I like
He
him.
sucks.
God's plan.
You just
God's
like all
plan.
the pedophiles.
I mean, him and R. Kelly. I don't know. R. Kelly, you can sit here and tell me R. Kelly doesn't fucking rule. This is a remix of Ignition, fresh, hot and fresh out the kitchen. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Like, dude,
I remember that song now.
good, dude. Da da da. Hey, da 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 da. Also a pedophile.
They all are.
Cause
I
you
feel
gotta
like they
have
all
faith.
are.
Dun, dun, dun. I gotta have faith. Pedophile, George Michael.
I think we talked about that before.
Yeah, because he's got that thing. He's like, I'll be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. They say our love's a crime. Yeah, they just did a whole thing where he was just singing about being a pedophile. So, I don't know. Because, like, I don't think Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit's a pedophile.
Okay. Is he?
I don't
You
think so.
I haven't heard anything about
I
that.
haven't heard anything about
I guess
either.
I don't either.
Maybe he's broke.
He might be broke. He might not have made any money. Maybe that's the thing is like bands that had like they were like a bright shining star for a moment and then it went away. Like it's just different than if you can go on tour for like 10 years straight.
I did it all for the kitten. Yeah, the kitties. Yeah.
No.
I don't think he's a pedophile. Yeah, fucking Kanye, he's not a pedophile. He's just a regular degenerate.
He's just a weirdo.
He's got a lot of problems. He's got some questionable ideas. But, you know,
The tights are clothes. Not even leggings. We're talking about see-through tights.
yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, he wrapped her up in saran wrap recently. That was odd. Yeah, I like seeing it. I'm happy. She's hot.
Yeah. Just
I just don't know why you'd be like, time to go out. Like,
with your wife.
yeah, I don't want I don't want that.
Did you marry her to just parade her around? Like, what is
I think she
this?
likes it. I think she's into it.
Yeah, from what I understand, she's helping design the quote outfits,
Yeah, I
quote
don't.
unquote.
Yeah, I don't think fucking putting a bunch of styrofoam on your nipples
It's
is
not an
really an
outfit.
outfit. No.
How is this? Oh my goodness.
Well, rap clothing has gotten fucking ridiculous recently. They're
Yeah,
all
that's
wearing
fair.
like leather.
Well, what people are wearing, it's funny. I saw a thread on Twitter about this recently, and I was just like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. But it used to be that the clothes that strippers wore were like disposable things, like super thin, cheap
Mm,
material, like weird holes all over it because that's the style. It's like they wear it a night or two and they throw it away and get a new one, right?
covered in
And
jizz.
that's what the style is now. So you go to any department store and you see like all these like it's a mini dress with like holes cut out everywhere, and some like ex strippers were talking in a thread on Twitter posting links to like stripper outfit,
It
like
ain't great.
buying websites and things like that, and like pictures of their outfits that they had gotten from a store that they would go to specifically for the disposable outfits, and it's the exact same design. Like people are literally taking
Uh,
the disposable and like designing them as real
well, fucking rave
fashion
gear.
lines.
Rave gear has always been pretty, rough or
Yeah.
whatever anyway. But like the men, gay or not, have started to wear like those leather just straps, like harnesses.
Mm. Yeah.
The real muscular guys that used to just go shirtless.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now they've just got like these leather fucking things going on. It's like it's all bondage and stuff. It's a very sexualized era. And like as much as I like Rick Owens, I love his shoes. I don't really care for most of the other stuff that he makes. He's a designer. Uh, Playboy Cardi was wearing basically what amounts to a one piece bondage thong in
Oh
this
yeah.
photo. I think I sent it to you because it's ridiculous. That whole thing I think is going to be a short lived type of. It
I
feels
hope
like it's
so.
gone on too long because you've got all rappers just wearing like black leather and weird like the like dirt bike outfits now have gotten a little
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. That's been going on for a little while, but it's just graduated to a place that I don't think that it's gonna be
Yeah.
sustainable. If I had to guess, I would say that the next thing is going to be more of a 70s retro sort of suits and plaids and uh, like not polyester, but pastel colors, things like that. I think it's going to have to go into that of like, okay, what's something that you're pulling out of your grandfather's closet because that's kind
Yeah.
of the only place they haven't gone yet.
Yeah. It's got to be. And I hope that, man, I don't know.
It'll
There's a
look
little
better.
bit of like an oversized clothes thing going on for women right now, where it's like oversized fit and it just looks like a sack on you. I guess it's
Yeah,
more modest, but it's
it's
hideous.
early 90s. That's the Gen Z pulling a lot from early 90s stuff. And I can't say I'm a fan because early 90s dress looked like shit. That's why these young women that are 20 look like they're fucking 40. They look
Hmm.
stupid. It's not a
Well,
good
it's
look.
also the brown eyeliner. I keep telling people the brown eyeliner, if you have spent your entire life being told that brown eyeliner is what you start wearing at 35 because black eyeliner ages you, then all of you 20-year-olds wearing brown eyeliner just look like a 30-year-old with Botox.
And they're
Okay?
they're
Like,
getting all kinds of
you look bad.
they're getting all kinds of fucking surgeries and fillers and things like that. And like this is so I've said this before. I probably said it on the podcast. Life is so bad that you can't do drugs anymore because there's fucking fentanyl in it, and you can't even
Hmm.
fuck 20-year-olds anymore because they look like they're 40.
Yep.
Like it's crazy for a guy like
And that's,
me.
yeah.
It's
That's
crazy.
what young people that get Botox look like because the Botox is old coded.
Yep.
Brown eyeliner is old coded. Like you cannot get away with that.
There's a whole
Sorry.
thing on TikTok about how millennials look younger than their Gen Z counterparts, and it has a ton to do with just the things that they wear and the things that they do. Um,
Hmm.
I think
It
it's
is
probably the things
weird.
that they ate.
Maybe. It could be. I don't know. I mean, millennials grew up on Hamburger Helper.
Preservatives.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. I have noticed though that it is true that millennials look younger, but also than older generations,
Yeah.
right? Like I saw a picture. I've gone through it before. It's like that so and so at 35 looks like my father-in-law who's in his 50s.
Yeah.
Like that's insane. It doesn't look like 5 years older than me. It doesn't, or that's like your age. It does not look like you. Like you look your age, or at least what I think of as your age, because I'm used to millennials. I guess
I
I
go
don't know.
if I shave the mustache, I look a ton younger.
Yeah, I could see that
That's the
because you
thing.
got those chubby cheeks,
Yeah.
got baby face going. That's what it is. It's your cheeks. Which I can't talk because mine are pretty bulbous. Also, it's
I
no
mean, it
insult.
happens. I'm fucking 30. I'm pushing 40, bro. I'm gonna be 37 this year.
And you got all your buccal fat still. You're doing good.
I feel fine looking, 36 years old because I spent
You,
all of my 20s looking at I was 16. That was very irritating to me.
you did look like a
It
child.
was
I've seen
crazy.
pictures.
Yeah, it was nuts. It sucked. And then so I went from, I never got to look 26. Never happened for me.
Man, okay, before I close the show out, I saw someone posting a picture of Miley Cyrus and being like, "Oh, she's only 30 and she looks I mean,
Is
she's
she only
she's already
30?
30. She's already 30 and she looks this good still, and in the picture, she's got is so many lines around her eyes. She is my age. She's a year older than me, okay?
She's lived a stressful fucking life, man.
And like, yeah, but these Gen Zers are saying that she looks so young for her age, but she looks 15 years older than me, and I'm a year younger than her. Like, what
Oh,
are they
oh,
talking about?
oh, the
Like, look
Grammy
at her
picture, she looks
eyes.
insane.
Like, she's got so many lines just around her eyes,
Not even look.
specifically.
I'm not
Like,
even
I
looking
don't
about
have that. I
lines.
do
I'm
not look like that woman,
looking
but that's what they
that's
think is young.
that's an insane looking person. That's scary. That
Yes.
looks like it's a like in a movie. You'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
don't talk to her. You know who looks
Anyway,
rough?
like I'm not trying to be mean. Like
I am.
I like Miley enough. Like I think she's got a beautiful voice. I don't like her music. I've never
I like her
liked
music.
any of the music she's done except for Hannah Montana days because I was her age growing up with her, like I was at the right age for the songs.
You know who looks bad,
Well,
and it was gonna happen, and
yes.
it's good because she's a terrible person, and she killed Mac Miller.
Who?
Ariana Grande starting to hit the wall,
Oh, is she?
baby.
That's unfortunate because I thought she was getting into like an Asian stage. You know how she like pretends to be different
She
races and
was, yeah,
different
she
like
pretended to
parts
be
of her
Italian.
career.
Yeah,
She's like trying to pretend to be Asian now. The oldness is not going to fly over well.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
she's skinny enough, but she can't age.
she also makes incredible pop music. I'm a big Ariana Grande fan, actually.
I don't think I've ever heard a song of hers, like
Oh,
not even once. I'm thinking about it, and it's possible that if you played me like her best, like her most popular song, I've heard it in a store or at a restaurant or something,
probably,
but
yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're out of time for today, everyone. Thank you all for listening. You can go to patreon.com/slash here to help podcast and sign up for as little as $1 a month. But if you give us 25, or if you've been doing this for 25 months at $1 or whatever the case, and you
Don't
have
tell him
gotten up
that.
to $25, if
Oh
you could
boy.
prove to me you have paid us $25, okay?
I'm sure I could.
Um,
I'm sure I could do that.
you? Wait, what do you mean?
I could see who's done that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I just mean if the person cares enough, they'll screenshot their own history. I think they can check it, can't they, on their own accounts on Patreon?
I have no idea. I've never been able to do
Like
that.
subscribe for however many months, anything like that would be all you would need.
Yeah, I would imagine. I don't know if you can. I would imagine you can do that on their thing.
Well, I can if you have an idea for an art piece,
I
let me
don't pay
know.
for
It can't be
podcasts
something.
because I'm not a fag.
Okay, will you stop discouraging him? I'm doing like a sales pitch here. Like this is not helpful. You're not getting me money. Okay, I'm the one bringing money into the show
Sure.
at this
Yeah.
point, clearly. And I want more of it. So if you could show that you have spent a $25 or more, I will give you a picture. I will draw you a picture. These pictures are really terrifying of Miley, actually. Oh my goodness. I just saw it.
Yeah, she was
I
scary as
will draw you a
shit.
picture. It can't be something that's going to take me a month to draw. It can't be like super complicated.
Draw the Colosseum with individual attendees.
See, something like that would be a little difficult. I could maybe fudge it just extremely cartoonishly, but like,
Ultra realism.
yeah. So that's not really $25 is not going to buy that. Okay, the picture I'm working on right now, I put 15 hours into it, and I'm like 20% done. Like nothing that's like that. Okay, and I'm not talking about the commission for me. I'm talking about a
Oh,
whatever
I
a
was
solo
really
project.
concerned. I was like,
No,
that's
I'm not spending
insane.
that long putting detail in that. I have not started that one yet. I'm going to start it in the morning. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog picture, okay? That's simple enough.
That's what was
It's going to be
concerning.
me and Sonic the Hedgehog, and Bryden's going to be in the picture. It's going to be great.
All right, well, take special attention to make me look really cool.
You're going to look great.
And not
It's
and
going to
thin.
be
And thin. I should look
thin.
thin. And not.
Now I'm just going to make you obese. You're going to be like the
It's fine.
blueberry in Willy Wonka.
That would be fine. If I just had a coherent shape to my body, I'd feel pretty good about it.
You're just not like sludge.
Yeah, just,
Like a meat bag.
yeah, just not like what I look like every
I'll
time
make you look I'll make you look like a cool guy. I'll be nice.
you get
Because
some
it's like
Louis Vuitton
cool, good
sunglasses.
yeah. Okay, everyone, that is patreon.com/here to help podcast. To send me a Dear Abby, just DM me on Twitter. That is at OctoAbby with an I, not a Y. You can join the Discord server. It is in the show description down below. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you, and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.